Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you, and welcome back once again to this free Shiksha IELTS daily classes. So, very soon we will be starting with the today's class. But before that, just a small reminder for all of you, especially for the ones who are joining us for the first time here. So, yes, I would just like to remind all of you that we are starting with these classes, and we have actually already started with these classes in the month of October. And the time when we actually started was in June. So in back June, we used to have lots of classes, regarding the IELTS. In fact, we had daily classes. So daily, I used to uh, take up your doubt sessions in the end, and we used to, talk about each and every subtopic in detail, and also about every module which is there in the IELTS exam. So be it reading, listening, writing, or speaking, any module we took it up in detail. So the same thing we'll be doing today as well, and we have been doing this throughout the month of October. So I'm going to share my screen very soon with all of you, where you can actually see the PPT. Okay, but yes, just before that, a small reminder, as I said. So, guys, what you have to do is you have to register with us so that you can get the access over all the videos which we have put up, so far on our YouTube page. And definitely, you can get so much out of it. Why am I saying that? Because just by registering with us, you will be able to get access to all our free sample papers which we have prepared for you. So those sample papers can be downloaded for free. You do not have to pay anything. And definitely with the help of registration, which is of course free of cost, you do not have to pay anything for registration as well. So after you register with us, you can actually get in touch with our expert counseling team who will, give you each and every information about every exam which you need. For example, if you need any information on IELTS exam, or maybe TOEFL or PTE or GRE, GMAT, whatever, so definitely you can get in touch with our expert counseling team who will give you the counseling for free. Okay, so that is one thing which I wanted to tell you. And definitely the next or the second thing is that you can register with us, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Why? Because we have so far, put up lots of videos on IELTS, even TOEFL in between. We started with the daily TOEFL classes as well. So there are lots of, there is a lot of free material online which you can actually make use of. And you can practice from the sample papers, you can practice from the, sample or example questions which I have showed you in the previous classes as well. And definitely then you will have the opportunity in the live classes to ask me any doubts if you have. Okay, so you can ask me your doubts, your queries can be resolved here online one by one. And in case you have any query after the session as well, that means after the live session is over and you are watching or re-watching the recorded video on our YouTube channel, which is with the same name, Shiksha Study Abroad, and you can see the logo as well on the front page. So this is the same channel which we are running with right now, and we have lots of free material there for you guys, right? So people who are actually looking for online material for practice, this is one of the best platforms that I would say. And please do not hesitate to put up your queries on the comment section later on once we have finished the session or the video. Either you can ask me right now after the session, after the PPT is completed, and in case you want to ask later on as well, after you rewatch a recorded video and not a live one, still you're welcome to do so. And please do not hesitate to put down your query on the comment section. All right, with that piece of information, let me remind you with the days also, with on which we are actually coming to this live video. So we are having these classes on a regular basis, daily, that is on every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, we are having these classes, and the timing remains the same throughout all the days, or in fact throughout the week if I call so. So the timing is same, 5 to 6 p.m. All right. So guys, this was the information which I wanted to convey before I actually start with today's class. Now, so far we have finished with the reading module of IELTS exam. And right now we are proceeding with, or we are continuing with the IELTS listening module. Now we are taking up at least one or two questions, two sub questions in a day. Okay. Now, For example, right now we are taking up short answer questions, and yesterday we discussed about the matching questions, and before that we talked about multiple choice questions. So this is how we had been covering in the past as well, and we'll be doing so in the future as well. So today we are going to learn about IELTS listening short answer questions. So let's read about those short answer questions. What are they actually, in definition? So the IELTS listening short answer questions are easy to solve if you have practiced the questions, right? So you will listen to the audio. Definitely when you're giving an IELTS exam, you will listen to the audio which is there in the, your laptop or your computer. From wherever you're giving your exam, you will be provided with a headset as well, and write down a short answer using the information you understand from the audio. So definitely whatever has been said in the audio, the questions will be related to that, and nothing out of the audio will come in the IELTS exam. Now, this IELTS listening question type will measure your ability to write answers within a word limit, which will be given in the instructions. So, you will have to provide answers in a short manner to the questions asked. Okay, so in a very short manner, that means maybe in 2 words or 3 words, or maybe maximum of 4 words, that will be given to you in the instructions. So, please do not ignore them, because reading instructions is very, very crucial for your whole IELTS exam. So you will have to provide answers in a short manner to the questions asked. Now, in the IELTS listening short answer questions, you will have to listen for facts and information. Now, in the IELTS listening test, there will be a total of audios and 10 questions each. So always remember that there will be a total of 40 questions, and 4 audios will be there. That means your whole listening IELTS listening paper is divided into 4 sections, okay? And 10 to 12 or maybe 10 to 11 questions in an average will be there in every section. So that makes it up to 40 questions in total. Now, the IELTS listening short answer question is one of the question types asked in the test, okay? So you can easily complete the task if you know this question type. Sometimes distractors are used to confuse you, so you have to think well before you answer. Okay, so I've already talked about distractors as well in my previous videos. In case you have missed out on that, please definitely go back and watch our previous videos. Maybe you can watch, yesterday's video, or maybe day before yesterday, because we did talk about the distractor word. What are actually distractors? So you can easily complete the task if you know this question type. Now, sometimes distractors are used to confuse you. Let me give you a brief example. For example, the words like however, or moreover, but, also, and, as well as. So these are all distractors, because they completely change the significance or the theme, or maybe the context of the text. Okay. So these distractors are used to confuse you. So you have to think well before you answer them. Now it will trick you into giving the wrong answer. So carefully listen to the audio during the test. Okay, so that means you'll have to be very much concentrated throughout your IELTS listening paper, because if you miss out a single blank, then definitely you will miss out the rest of the words as well, and you will not be able to concentrate on the upcoming audio. Now ignore the wrong answers and be precise when answering the questions. Now there are few tips, guys, which I have prepared for you, and each of the tip has been described in detail. Now I will read one tip at a time, and then I'll give you the details of that tip. Now, what are few of the strategies which you can follow? First is follow the instructions. So pay attention to the instructions given in the question paper. You should only write the answers following the given word limit. So that means you'll have to, find out your word limit which is given in the instruction, and then you'll have to follow, according to that. So in case you write more than the allowed word limit, you will lose your marks. So these instructions will vary from question to question. So definitely if there are certain kinds of questions, for example, one of the questions is short answer type questions, in fact, okay, then definitely there will be instructions present before the short answer questions. And after that, if you're solving multiple choice, then there will be different set of instructions for multiple choice questions. After that, if you have the fill in the blanks or fill in the summary or notes or blanks, then definitely there will be certain different set of instructions for that particular question. So every question will carry a separate set of instructions. So please be very careful because every question will have a different word limit. Okay, some questions might ask you to finish your answer in maybe 2 words, not more than 3 words, or not more than 1 word. So anything like that can come up. Just excuse me. So definitely these instructions will vary from question to question. Now, what is the second tip which you will have to apply? That is answer in the order. That means the questions in the listening test will be asked in the order of the audio. So whatever question is there present in the audio or whichever information you look out for or you hear to it in the first go, definitely the first few questions will be related to that. And then once you proceed with the questions, the audio will proceed accordingly. So all the answers will come in order. Okay, that means you do not have to find the answer in a scattered way, or you do not have to make notes prior to writing your correct answers. Okay, you will have to write down the answer by listening along with listening to the audio. So while you're listening to the audio in the IELTS exam, you are writing the answers as well, along with that. So please do not wait for the audio to finish. Many students, who do not practice prior their exam, who do not know the IELTS exam pattern, listening paper, then definitely they will make this mistake. So this mistake is made by those students who are not very serious for IELTS and they do not know the pattern of IELTS exam. So you need to know the pattern, you need to know the structure. How will you listen to audio and what will you do along with the audio? You will read the questions. You will be given some few seconds to read or go through the questions, and then you will again, write down the answers. So there is not just one skill which you are actually applying here. There are three skills which you are applying, simultaneously. You are listening to the audio, so there goes your listening skills. You are reading the questions in front of you, so there goes your reading skills. And you're also writing down the answers along with listening to the audio, so there goes your writing skills. So writing, reading and listening, all three are going hand in hand. So you need to be a pro before you actually sit for your IELTS listening paper. Third tip which I want to give you is guess the answer. So from the questions, you can predict what type of answers you can expect. So when you listen to the audio, you can listen to the words that are suitable to answer the questions. Okay. So you can use the questions as clues to find the answer. So look for paraphrasing and synonyms. Now the question may not have the exactly same words or sentences as given in the audio. So definitely, guys, there will be a lot of paraphrasing, there will be a lot of uncommon words and synonyms. So whatever words you're looking at in the question, then definitely please do not expect the same words to be used in the passage or maybe in the audio or maybe in the question. Everything would be different. The meaning would be same, but there will be different words which will be used just to confuse you or to check your vocabulary. So please look out for your synonyms. The question might contain paraphrased sentences or synonyms. To make finding such words easier, you can underline such words that you think could be synonyms. You should do this before you start listening to the audio. Now, the fifth tip is you have a good vocabulary. That means good, it means here at least a basic level of vocabulary so that you can understand, what is going on in the paper and you do not get confused by looking at some difficult words. So let's read about it. When you listen to the audio, it is very important that you can understand the words you listen to, right? So for this, you should have a good vocabulary. To have a good understanding of the vocabulary in IELTS listening practice words each day from different sample papers to be familiar with the IELTS listening. Then sixth is look out for distractors. I've already talked about that. Distractors will be there in your paper, so please be aware of them. Distractors are used in the audio to distract you from the actual answer. So words like but, however, until are distractors that confuse the listener. So when you hear such sentences, think twice about the meaning of the sentence before you answer. So definitely you have to think about the meaning, you have to think about, you know, the words which have been used in the questions or maybe in the audio. You have to think about a lot of things before you actually come to the conclusion that okay, this is the correct or right answer and this is what I have to write in my paper. So please do recheck a lot of time. Okay. All right. Now, how to answer IELTS listening short answer questions. Now, how do you actually answer them? That means what is the exact strategy which you have to apply? That means first read the questions. Now, let me read what is written below it. Before you listen to the audio, you can read through the questions. When you do this, you will understand what the audio is about and what keywords to listen to. You have 20 seconds to quickly go through the questions. Underline important words as you read the questions. You can underline the main words that you feel are important. So, when you listen to the audio, you can easily identify the answers. Okay? So that means definitely you can, actually underline or highlight the keywords. Now look out for question words. Now, what are question words? Words like who, which, where, why are called as question words. So, depending on the type of question words you get in the question, you will know what type of answer you should expect. So, listen to the audio carefully. You will only get one chance to listen to the audio. The audio will not be played more than once. So if it is difficult for you to remember the words, you can note them down. Okay. So that means if you have, something wrong with your memory, or maybe you're not able to listen to the words, then definitely you should do something like this, that you should make notes prior to, writing your own answers. So definitely that will help you to remember the words, and because sometimes what happens is the answer just goes away very swiftly when you're listening to the audio, and there are few unimportant things which you listen to and you forget the answer. So in that case, so that you do not forget the important word or the correct answer which you need for your blank, for that you'll have to make some notes. So you can make the notes on your you know um, question paper as well. That is allowed. Okay. So listen to the audio carefully. Definitely that is one of the strategies. Now next is be accurate when noting down the answers. Now why are they saying this? Why is this one of the strategies and why is this one of the challenges as well? Let me read it for you. While you answer the questions, you should be very careful or very cautious. You will lose marks if you make mistakes while noting down the answers. Your writing should be legible to the examiner. Also keep in mind to write the correct number of words. If you write more, you will lose marks. Use the IELTS listening mock test to learn to solve questions of this type. Then definitely here comes our, set of sample papers which we have prepared for you. So definitely that is one of the things which you should look out for. That is why I'm advising all of you to actually register with us so that you can actually make use of the sample papers. Now write no more than 3 words for each answer. How much does it cost to join the library, and when will Lewis's card be ready? So these are 2 sample questions which I have prepared for you guys. Now I have given the answers as well, and I have given the explanation also here. You can see here. So that explanation has been given very very deliberately, so that people who are listening to us for the first time or watching our video for the first time, or maybe they are watching and looking at short answer questions for the first time, so they know what are short answer questions, what are the answers, what are the kinds of answers which you can expect to write, which the examiners expect out of you, and also explanation has been given so that you know how did the answer come, or maybe how did we actually derive the answer. So you can see here the first answer is $25, okay, or $25. These are 2 words, and also the third one is $25. That means 25 one number, and dollars one word. So that will be considered as 2 words. Okay, so 25 as a number is considered as one word. So here you can see there are 3 different answers written. That means all 3 are acceptable, and you can write any one of them as your answer in the exam. Now, explanation is Mr. Max tells Louis, "Oh, and I nearly forgot the membership fee. $25 or $25 refundable if you leave the library for any reason." So how much does it cost to join the library? 25 or $25. This was what was being said. So explanation is a kind of audio script, okay, which I have written down for you. It's a kind of audio script, in fact part of an audio script where the answer was. So you can see how did we actually derive the answer. Now let's look at another question as well, which was asked here. When will Lewis's card be ready? So next week is the answer, or in a week, or in 1 week, or the following week. All these four answers, kinds of answers, are acceptable. You can write any one of them. Now explanation, in explanation it is given here what was being said in the audio. So it is that, okay, it is the audio script for that. So Mr. Max tells Louis, "You can borrow videos now if you like, but your card won't be ready until next week." Okay, so you can borrow videos now if you like. This is something which he said, but your card won't be ready until next week. That means when will Louis's card be ready? Next week, or in a week, or the following week, or in 1 week. So guys, you can see here what kind of answers are written here, and they are all 2 or 3 words, not more than that. Why? Because in the instructions on top you can see here, so these are the instructions which I'm telling you about, and these are the instructions which you should be very much aware of. Write no more than 3 words for each answer. So write no more than 3 words. You can see here next week is 1 word, sorry, 2 words. In a week, 3 words, and all three are again, all three kinds of answers are 3 words. So this is what you have to do. Okay. So I have to just delete these two because these are not needed. So this was the sample question and answer with which I wanted to conclude today's, PPT. Now that we are completed with this session, you can either ask me your doubts if you have any on the comment section, or if you do not have any doubt, then definitely you can also, ask me any endless number of questions on IELTS paper or on IELTS exam. If you have any doubt or query, you can put it down on the comment section. And as I have reminded you before as well, that please do not forget to register with us. That is absolutely for free. Because of that, and the registration link is given in the description below. So it's just below, in the description where you're watching this video. And guys, once you register with us, definitely, that will take you to our landing page. Now let me also show you what our landing page looks like. So the landing page looks like this. Shiksha Study Abroad, free IELTS online classes on shiksha.com. So this is where the registration link will take you. Now when you scroll down, you will come across the calendars which we have prepared for you. So for example, this is for the month of October, and this is the fourth set which we are going on with, and this was the third set. That means on in the month of September, what all classes did we have, and then in August, what all classes did we have. You can see here reading, how many questions were there and what were the subtopics under reading. Same went with listening, and then again with writing, speaking. So everything was covered up in the last few months as well. And this is the month, in the month of June, which we had, where we completed the whole IELTS syllabus in detail, covering up each and every module. So these were the classes. So these have not been given in the form of calendar, but these have been given in the form of YouTube videos directly. So you can just click here in the blue highlight, and it will directly take you to another video, or this particular video on our YouTube channel. So our YouTube channel looks like this, and definitely subscribe and register with us if you want to, like make use of these free online Shiksha classes, and you want more free material to practice from. Definitely this is one of the best platforms that I would prefer and advise all of you. So guys, it was lovely having all of you, and thank you so much to the people who are watching us live, to the spectators who are watching us live right now. Even if you are not live, even if you're watching us as a recorded video on YouTube, welcome and thank you so much for watching our videos and joining us live. And definitely, I'll be seeing you tomorrow as well at the same time, 5 to 6 p.m with another sub question from the listening module itself. So, guys, just a small reminder again that right now we are going on with the listening module for this particular week, and from next week we are starting with the writing module and the speaking module. So, writing and speaking would be covered up in the upcoming week, that is the last week of October. And so far, we have finished with the reading module as well. So, yes, this is all from my side. Now I'll be signing off and I shall see you very soon, guys, tomorrow at the same time. Till then, keep